Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Friday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. The Western Slope is seeing some precipitation to kick off 2026, and well, today is no exception. Waking up to some snow showers. Yes, snow showers in the Grand Valley. You can see behind me on America's Mattress Live Tower Cam. A very interesting picture indeed. Can't even see those mountains because of all that low-hanging cloud coverage. Fog, and yes, it is some snow showers, some dusting of that precipitation happening in eastern Grand Junction at this point in time. We're expected to see that increase throughout the next couple of hours, convert into some rain as temperatures warm up, and then by the time we're heading from the afternoon into the evening time, that is basically all dissipated and we're just left with a wonderful weekend ahead. But some change could be on the way as early as Sunday night going into Monday, where we may be seeing a return to more of that moisture. Taking a look at our satellite and radar right now, that's kind of what we're seeing right now. I-70 corridor seeing a lot of that snowfall pushing into the higher elevations, and yes, even making its way into some of these valleys. We've got this warm air mass around the region that's kind of trapped by the cloud coverage, which is creating some interesting conditions as well. That's kind of why we're seeing some of that snow instead of the rain, because it's not really allowing that new warm air to flush in, if that makes sense. But we're seeing from Grand County all the way to Grand Junction over the last 3 hours, and then yes, even making its way over into the Front Range just a little bit. Right now we're waking up to 36 degrees in Grand Junction, mid-30s as well for Delta, Montrose, and Glade Park. Nuclear and Paonia seeing those upper 30s to kickstart the day. Things are very consistent at this point in time, and hey, even a little bit cooler than we saw yesterday, despite the fact that the high, that's basically the same as yesterday. And so from here, moving into the weekend, we're seeing a pretty distinct warming trend getting back up into those 50s, but today we're seeing some pretty nice mild temperatures at the very least, a very consistent mid-30s up until about 9 a.m. and then we increase into the 40s, peaking around 3 to 4 p.m. at 47 degrees. We're expecting those snow showers to stick around until about 11 o'clock, where things kind of start to dissipate from there, and then really we're just left with that cloud coverage for the rest of the day. For that Cozy Cat forecast, we've had Hermes hanging out with us all week long, and it's going to be a lovely one to hang out with your cat a little bit longer today, because those snow showers, now that is cozy, folks. 35 degrees for 7 a.m. and then we start to see that convert to rain, and then yes, eventually that cloud coverage, seeing a slight increase in that wind speeds as we're heading into the afternoon, but it's only about 5 to 6 miles an hour, so just a nice brisk breeze at this point. Precipitation potential is going to be returning, like I said, next week, but a very much less capacity, 40% chances of showers for Monday, and that drops down and then could be returning for Thursday. So next week, shaping up to have more precipitation in itself than most of December in general had. I want to remind everyone, we only saw 1/4 of an inch of rain for December and a little over 1.5 inches of snowfall. Now, as we look ahead to that futurecast, we're seeing widespread moisture making its way into the valley, but it's going to hit us hard and fast. 8 a.m. is kind of the peak time to be seeing that precipitation, all of the Grand Valley kind of encompassed in it, some snow in the Monument and the Mesa. And by the time we're heading into that late morning, going into the afternoon, it's basically dissipated for most of, if not all, of the region. As we take a look ahead, though, at that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, 47 degrees today, leads into 50s for the weekend, but no real precipitation potential at this point in time for Grand Junction, seeing that return as early as next week. Overnight lows staying below freezing for the time being. Montrose, slightly cooler. 46 degrees expected today, rain and snow almost a guarantee for the Uncompahgre. And the Broncos play it on Sunday, folks. I mean, this is a great first weekend of the year.